under the night sky, trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets lonely.
For my next guest, I will be interviewing a local indie author who has written both novel and fan fiction. Her pen name is C.G. Heandez. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I am glad you invited me.
All right, so the first question I'll be asking is, what is the difference when writing fan fiction over original stories?
A fan fiction story basically is using characters and settings that have been used or created by someone else, and an original story stems from the author's imagination. They create the characters and the world in the story.
All right. And then, how does your fan fiction differ from the book you're currently writing?
Well, my novel is loosely based on a fan fiction I wrote. It is a Doctor Who fan fiction. The difference between my fan fiction and my book, A Time Traveler's Companion, is that the main character travels in a 7-foot-high black monolith that has the bigger on the inside concept, much like the TARDIS, but that's where the similarities end. In my fan fiction, I stick with the material that is a part of the Doctor Who series, except that I added an insert character who travels with the Doctor and is his secret lover. In my book, one of the main characters, her name is Remy. She is seduced by the charming Mr. Smith and becomes his new companion. She later finds out about his complicated relationship with his former companion and why he is being hunted down by bounty hunters.
Interesting. And also, moving on to sort of a different topic, what are your thoughts on studios picking up on fan fiction and adapting them into movies and shows?
To that, 50 Shades of Grey was picked up only because it already had a large following in the fan fiction world. It came at a time when the Twilight books and movies were popular. However, I'm not sure if other fan fiction has been picked up by studios and made into TV series or movies. I really haven't noticed.
So what about the fan fiction shows like the After series? That one is a fan fiction of the One Direction. That one has been quite popular. That even has about 4 seasons, I believe.
Well, you see, I don't know about that one. I never read the One Direction fan fiction.
All right then. But do you think then that the readers would gravitate toward fan fiction more than original stories?
Some people still prefer original stories, though.
All right. And then for the final question, is it a good thing for indie authors to write fan fiction, or do you think it hurts them in any way?
I think that writing fan fiction is good for practicing, for the author to practice writing. But indie authors should still stick to original work, and if they want to convert their fan fiction into a novel, they must make sure it differs from the fan fiction that they wrote in many ways.
All right, and thank you for being a part of the podcast.
You're welcome.